guys? Today I'm doing my first review video. I decided to go ahead and review my Focus ST because, like I said in my first video, it's possible that I'm going to be selling it here pretty soon to get the WRX. So I thought I'd go ahead and review it for you guys before I sold it, because I mean, this could be the last chance I get. So I'll dive right into it. The car is a 2014 Focus ST. I got it about 2 years ago. It was a Memorial Day weekend in 2014. As soon as I got it, one of the first things I did, I got the Cobb access port. Really, I think if you ask anybody, that's close to one of the first mods that they do. And then as soon as I got that, I followed it up with the Cobb intake. That seems like the second mod, just because you can easily go stage 1. So I got the Cobb intake, and I actually took it to work one day and I blasted it, and I let a friend take it and powder coat it, and I had that done Kawasaki green, which looks pretty good. You could probably see a little bit of it in the video, but I'll probably try and get some more shots of it to put up later on before I sell the car. So then, of course, I got a intercooler after that. With the Focus ST, to go stage 2, you get an intercooler next. See, when I had my WRXs, it was, you got intake, then you got turbo back exhaust, and then you got the intercooler to go stage 3. So it's kind of flipped the intercooler and the exhaust for the Focus ST. So I wound up getting the CPE front mount, and that one, there's two choices. You can either get just the intercooler, or you can get the intercooler and piping. So I decided to get the intercooler with the piping. I felt like if I kept the stock piping, it would kind of limit me a little bit power-wise. I mean, not a lot, but I still just preferred to get rid of the stock piping and go aftermarket. So the cool thing with the piping they offer, you have a choice. The pipe comes flanged for either a tile blow-off valve or an HKS blow-off valve. I've heard tile blow-off valves in the past, and then I've also, before I did that, I had a TurboSmart blow-off valve on here, and the tile sounded pretty similar to the TurboSmart, and I just was looking for something different. Plus, I mean, anybody you ask who's not really into cars, but they're talking about like turbos and stuff, the HKS is like the classic blow-off valve sound. So I know a lot of people don't even really care for blow-off valves. There's really not a point in them until you get to a certain amount of power, and I'm definitely not there. But it came, the flange came with the pipe, and I decided I'd just go ahead and throw one on. At that time, I had planned to keep the car, so of course a bigger turbo was in the future, and that's not going to happen if I don't keep the car. But anyways, so then I got the turbo back exhaust. I was able to find online on I think it's focusst.org, one of those ST forums. I found a used Cobb downpipe. So I got that, and then I got the MBRP catback exhaust. That install, I really wish at the time I had a YouTube channel so I could do a video for it. It was an easy install and not an easy uninstallation of the stock exhaust. This exhaust mounts to the catalytic converter, and then that's it. It's a straight pipe all the way back. Where it comes up over the axle, it's welded. So there's no undoing some bolts and taking the thing off. I actually had to cut the exhaust off, and that wasn't fun because you had to cut it right above the axle, because otherwise where the bend was, if you didn't cut it above the axle, you could get part of it off, and then the other part you're still not able to bend it down. So that wasn't fun, cutting it off. I mean, it took a while. Plus, I didn't have a lift. I just had the car up on jacks. So yeah, that wasn't fun. I didn't have much room to work. But once I got the new exhaust on, it was well worth it, man. It sounds good. I mean, you probably can't hear too much now. Maybe in the future I'll try and get some like outside clips of the car so you can hear the exhaust, but it doesn't drone on the highway. So if you got a Focus ST and you're looking for an exhaust, I highly recommend that you get the MBRP. I love it. They have a downpipe, but I mean, the Cobb works fine for me. I'm a big Cobb fan anyways. All right, so yeah, stage 3 is where I'm sitting at right now. So performance wise, that is really all I've done to the car. I've also changed the rear motor mount, and that one, Ford actually came out with a service bulletin. You could take the car in and they would replace the motor mount for you with one off of the Focus Titanium. The reason for that is the rear motor mount that comes stock on this car is garbage. It's absolute garbage. When I would shift hard from 1 to 2, the wheel hop, the wheel would hop. It was mainly like the front left wheel would come up and hit the fender liner. So, I mean, that's not good, especially, if you're trying to beat someone off the line or something like that. It just, not good. So instead of taking it in and getting that mount off the Titanium, I just bought one on my own. I got the CPE Flex Stage 2. It's a really good looking rear motor mount, but of course you really can't see it because it's up underneath the car. And I am stopping to pick up some food for me and my wife. So anyways, that's really all I've done to the car. Suspension is stock, wheels are stock, and let's get some of this Japanese food. Teriyaki chicken. Alright, let's see if we can't get a couple clips of maybe how it sounds. I don't know how much you'll be able to hear from inside the car. But like I said, this exhaust has no drone on the highway, and that's definitely something I was looking for. I mean, it's full 3-inch all the way back. The downpipe is catted. I was when I got it, I was still in South Carolina, so we didn't have car inspections, so I could have gotten catless, but I was moving back just in a couple months to North Carolina, and here we have inspections, and I didn't feel like dealing with trying to pass without, a cat. On my WRXs, I had both of those when I lived in South Carolina, so they were catless, both of them, and man, they sounded mean. I wish I could go back, but oh well. Make sure we don't get hit by a train. And of course someone's driving in front of me. Seems like that's how it always goes when I'm trying to film a video. So I don't know if you can see this, but the shift knob is another thing I changed. This one is a Cobb. I got this white, black band on the bottom. They had a couple pretty cool ones. I kind of, looking back at it, I wish I would have gotten the black knob. My wife says this looks like a light bulb, and ever since she said that, that's kind of all I see now. So another couple things that I've done to the car. With stock, the pedal placement on this car it's awful. It's really bad. There's really not any way that you could heel toe. If you try and get over, your foot's gonna go. If you're getting off the gas and trying to go over like to the brake, your foot will slide like behind the brake. Stock. So I found a pedal placement kit from a company called Garage Line. They had two options. The first option, it gives a little bit more aggressive pedal feel. I guess you wouldn't say aggressive. It just brings the gas pedal up closer to you. So that's the one I got. And even still, when I try and move my foot over, I still hit that brake pedal. The second one, which is the one I really wish I would have gotten, it makes them even. And I'm really not sure why, looking back, that I didn't get that one. I think it was because I read reviews and people said that one was like, it actually pushed it out way too much and they didn't like it. But I really think that, I mean, if I had gotten that one, I would have gotten used to it and it just would have been better. But I mean, probably one of my favorite things about the kit is when the pedal was, you know, all the way pushed up. Like when it was as far back as it was, the car felt slower and you really felt like you had to push the pedal in more to get it to go, just because you were having to extend your foot out so far. Well, with the kit, since it brings that pedal closer to you, you don't have to extend your foot out quite as much, which makes a big difference in the way it feels. So yeah, I mean, that's really pretty much it with this car. I mean, I guess you could say I've done a fair amount of stuff to it. I mean, front mount intercooler, turbo back exhaust, intake, access port, the rear motor mount. I actually bought an oil catch can for it, but I never got around to installing it, just with the move coming back to North Carolina. And now, I mean, it almost seems a little pointless to do it, because I mean, if I sell the car, it's kind of wasted money. I'm not going to get any added value out of the car for that, so I might as well not install it. Just try and sell it on the forums or something like that. So guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Like I said, I really wanted to review this one. Torque steer is something I didn't talk about. Front wheel drive with this much power and torque, that torque steer, you got to hold on to the wheel because it is going to pull you to the side. It's intense. But once you get used to it, it's not really that big of a deal. Now, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to review this car. I have no idea how much longer I'm going to have it, so I really wanted to have a chance to review it for you guys before I got rid of it. If you have any questions about it, please, don't hesitate to put a line in the comments and I'll answer. I am going to do a video on why I bought it and then why I'm selling it, just to go into a little bit more detail about it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my first review video. Hopefully the next review video will be coming up soon, not this upcoming week, but next week. My friend is coming in from Raleigh, and he's got a BRZ that I'm going to review for you guys. So yeah, until then, you guys have a good day. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe. See ya.